Is this gonna work or not? I hope it does. Okay, I hope this is working. Oh boy. Let's see. It's working, right? Yo, Trent, what's up, man? I need to adjust the volume, I guess, for this thing. I'll try and fix it. Yo, Trent, what's up, man? I need to adjust the volume, I guess. अगर नेट मावल बियर भी को अच्छा नहीं बनाया तो उनका कंपनी Ronald Furious, what's up, guys? Okay, just give me a minute, guys. It's just still 5 minutes to start the live stream, so I'll go get something to eat in the meantime. And yeah, just do it. Elite, what's up, man? How's it going? Good morning, guys. It's starting soon. Okay, sorry. What's up? Okay, so I could not find anything right now. I usually I'm gonna go gym actually after this live stream. So, but I could not find something. So I have some dry fruits with me. I think I'm just gonna eat them. What the fuck? Where is my banana? Dude, I forgot. I hope both Quasar and Gladiator are PvP. Well, hopefully. Thing is, both of them should be like one of them should be like wait a second, not one of them. Icon or Econ, whatever he is, I have no idea about the character. Quasar and that's gonna be two new characters. So hopefully one of them is gonna be the F2P one, and the one of the other ones is gonna be the paywall. Although usually we can get the paywall for free these days in the updates. So let's see. Just woke up. Me too. Yep. I woke up at 7 actually, like half an hour ago. For Gladiator needs one. Let's see who gets mid-month. Well, it looks like Gladiator may be mid-month tier 4, just like, Madeline Pryor getting to. Funny thing, I have still not gotten the Madeline Pryor potential to get her to level 80 yet. So it's gonna be better than the last update we got like a month ago. Last update was okay, I would say it was not that bad. The only bad thing was you needed like multiple mega tier 2s just to get Madeline prior, and then you need the artifact, then you need everything else. So I didn't like that aspect. Hope was OP, really good. I loved it. But this update definitely looks pretty awesome. You know, Beta Ray Bill is gonna be insane. He has been one of my all-time favorite characters. So in Marvel Future Fight. So let's see. Also, by the way, I'm gonna be adjusting the volume so you can let me know if the mic volume and the in-game or the sound from the live stream is good. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, starting. Do let me know the volume and everything is fine. Nosebleed, what's up, man? Okay, do let me know about the volume. Okay, if the volume and everything is fine from this thing, I'll change it. Start with a sneak peek. I love this key art. Start with a sneak peek. I think I'll have to adjust the volume.
Greetings, agents. This is your community manager, 3RL.
Yeah, wait a second. It's probably. Where is that? Where is that thing? Where is my volume button to this thing? Wait a second. Up to 50%, okay?
First up,
You guys and some other fun stuff going forward.
Is
so
this
keep an eye
better?
on the chat, guys, because I'll be keeping an eye on the chat for 3RL.
we're live, baby. Yep. Well, we hope you like the changes we have store for you. And as we said, we'll be keeping an eye on the chat with that trivia. But now, more importantly, we'd like to introduce the Annihilators, who continue the legacy of Star-Lord by preventing galactic warfare. The Annihilators are a powerful team composed of various alien races who work to suppress any threats to the galaxy. So let's dive into the details of the February update, shall we? Featuring Annihilators. First, the February update will introduce 2 new heroes, Quasar, aka Window Vaughn, and Icon. Let's take a look at those little images there. And in this update, there's a hero who doesn't have a tier 3, and they will be receiving a tier 4 advancement directly for the first time. So get ready to meet Gladiator and Beta Ray Bill.
Directly?
Who will become even more powerful.
Damn.
All right. I'm also excited to announce we prepared some trivia for you, as mentioned earlier by the announcer, just to showcase during the updates of the characters. And as usual, we prepared a gift for agents who've watched the live stream till the very end. So please stay tuned. And as always, please note the footage presented today is on a test build, and there may be differences from the actual update. Now, with all that behind us, let's get into the details of the February update.
Like, it'll be insane if he goes tier 2, tier 4 straight. Okay, transcended. Why is he black and white?
Alrighty then, let's get right into it. First up, we have Quasar, aka Window Vaughn, who is said to have become an annihilator to stop another galactic war from happening. Quasar Being a human, safeguards the universe using the quantum bands, an energy manipulating device that wields great powers. I'm sure many fans know the quantum bands, but real quick, announcer, what do you think about this cape right here?
I love that you are able to see like the galaxy reflected in his cape. And what doesn't say superhero than having a cape?
Yeah. To me, the cape itself is the coolest part. I'm a big space fan, as I've let it be known. But speaking of space, with his power, Quasar fights his enemies through energy manipulation and beams. He gathers energy to create a defensive shield to help his allies. And then jumping right into his passives, we have the first one of Quantum Protection, and applies to self super armor, as well as increasing all basic defenses by percentage and decreases damage received by percentage as well. Next up, his tier 2 passive is called Quantum Intuition, and this applies to self. Increase guaranteed dodge rate by percentage, increase skill damage by percentage, and increase bonus damage as well. And lastly, his leader skill is called Annihilator's Assemble. This has a high percentage of HP increase and removes all debuffs to heroes with the Annihilator ability. Now we're going to jump straight into some of that trivia, and I hope there's plenty of lore buffs in the chat. Let's get a trivia question from the announcer, shall we?
All right, guys, let's see how many real Marvel fans are in the chat. Before becoming Quasar, Wendell Vaughn worked at what well-known Marvel entity? Let's get your answers in the chat, guys, and we'll get you the answers right after this.
Alrighty, let's jump into
wait a
it,
second,
shall
sorry.
we?
Sorry
Check
about
out
that.
Powerful new
I tilted
superhero
that.
Closer.
What is the question? Which agency? I don't know.
Alrighty, we're gonna jump straight into it. And Quasar likes he's kind of flying though, so he floats in a little bit. He's not just his little flying ability. Let's jump straight into skill number 1. We have Quantum Projection. Kind of moves the guys around. Always got to turn off that.
Feels like a fodder character.
And
For now.
one more time, Quantum Projection. This causes energy damage with a percentage of energy attack, as well as additional energy damage. Jumping straight into skill number 2. And announcer, if you feel free to jump in at any time if there's a skill that pops out to you. Skill number 2, not to rhyme, but Quantum Snare. Alright, check out those little gold chains. It definitely went the opposite direction, but there we go. Quantum Snare applies to enemies, as you can imagine, snare and paralysis, while ignoring immunity, and applies itself a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Alright, skill number 3 will stay right here. Is called Quantum Barrier. This one's a kind of cool one. Quantum Barrier applies to fractured enemies and applies to self a recovery percentage of HP with a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity. Reflects a percentage of damage received regardless of his attacker's evasion.
Shadowland, I guess.
One more time. Also has a high percentage of energy damage of energy attack. And next up, skill number 4. Go with these guys here in the front. We have Quantum Fist.
Oh, I like that one. The slow motion effect is pretty sick.
It's almost like the devs were listening last time when I said I liked the little after effect. They're like, hey, Threero, this is for you. Again, Quantum Fist. This applies stun and silenced enemies and applies to self a percentage chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier shield, all damage immune, and invincible. And if you want to learn more, definitely check out after the update. Going to skill number 5, we have Quantum Annihilation. Let's see if we can get some of these guys to run over. Come on. Nope, they're not going to do it. That's okay. All right,
Okay, well-
let's check out skill number 5 again, Quantum Annihilation. We got some of them. Yeah, that's a good
I like that one.
That works for
I like
me.
I
that one.
converted them all together.
Quantum Annihilation has a percentage chance of enemies to miss their attack. It causes incapacitation, removing active buff from the target, as well as paralysis, increasing all basic defense by the percentages, and it is stackable. Also applies to self a percentage of HP recovery, as well as increased all basic attacks, defense, speed, and crit rate while removing incapacitation. Alright, and now we have his Awakened skill, which is called Quantum Slash. Quasar summons the Quantum Storm from a powerful strike to his enemies. Let's check it out, shall we? He also collaborates with Icon, who we'll check out next. throwing their weapons created an energy explosion. And as far as
Nice.
stats go, we'll check out that one more time. This applies burn, increases crit rate, crit damage, ignoring target dodge rate percentage, and a chance to penetrate with super armor, barrier
Looks
shield,
nice
and all
for
those other
Shadowlands.
buffs and debuffs you're familiar with this kind of combo. Speaking of combos, we're going to jump in real quick and check out his. Again, we've taken off the training wheels, so I'm trying to do this in real time again. So let's go ahead and try out 3, 5, and 4. Again, during the rehearsals, I'm doing pretty good.
You got this, 3RL. Let's go.
All right, 3, 5, and 4. Success. All right.
Easy peasy, bro.
All right. Let us know in the chat if you're excited for the new character Quasar. And before we go, we have a trivia question answer. So we'll see how that went.
All right, guys, let's look at any Marvel buffs that are in the chat. If there's any correct answers, the question was, before becoming Quasar, Wendell Vaughn worked at which well-known Marvel entity? We have Orville John Pueblo says sword. That's incorrect. That's pretty funny though. Jonathan Chang says shield. That's the correct answer. The answer is shield. We have let's see who else has some correct answers
Bleed.
here.
Shield it is.
Rodomar
You get
Swervsvinsky. Sorry if
20
I'm
black
mispronouncing your
anti-matter.
guys' names, but also the correct shield. Shield answer.
Right
Samuel
now.
Xavier shield as well. Good job, guys. You guys are really knowing your Marvel lore out there. Take it away, 3RL.
Awesome. We'll have a couple more coming up. But with that, you have what it takes to harness Quasar's incredible power. All righty. Next up, we have Icon, a space knight from the Galdorian humanoid species who uses advanced technology, and they have arrived at Nowhere Station to lead the Annihilators by not only the Star-Lord's requests. Now, Icon is a female superhero with a speed type and belongs with the alien allies. As a hero equipped with the counterattack skill, Icon can effectively utilize in PvP game modes. I think it should be noted, pretty sure that this is just some sweet futuristic robotic armor, but she is actually, there's a person under there. But let's jump into some of her passives. Her first one being Bounce Back. Applies itself, reflecting a percentage of energy damage received up to a percentage of max attack, while decreasing basic damage received by a percentage. And her second tier, her tier 2 passive is called Targeting Weakness. This applies a percentage increase of energy attack to self while increasing skill damage by a percentage, increasing bonus damage as well, increasing basic damage dealt enemies with low HP. So let's see who was paying attention. Back to you, announcer. Let's go.
All right, guys, so 3RL just covered this. The question will be, what is an in-game ally type of Icon? Again, what is an in-game ally type for Icon? Let's get those answers in the chat, and I'll read them out loud in a
In-game
second.
ally
All
tag.
right.
Didn't
Let's
we
go
just
ahead
see
and check out
speed?
her team-based
What was that, speed?
abilities in action, shall we?
Isn't it like a stupid question? I don't know.
She kind of just glides into the battle as well. Nothing too crazy. First up, we have skill number 1, Gladiator Guard. I think I'm pronouncing that one correctly. Again, with that little after image. Go over here on the left, try that one more time. Gladiator Guard is an energy damage attack with high percentage of energy attack, as well as additional energy damage. Moving on to skill number 2. It's going to be Galadorian Swing.
Bounce Back is Yellow Jacket's passive. They literally named it the same.
That one
That
either.
was pretty epic.
Same name.
Galdorian Swing applies stun and incapacitation to enemies with an energy damage percentage of energy attack, as well as additional energy damage. And all right, next
I
up
don't
we
know.
have that. We're gonna turn on the AI for this one. These guys are way over here. Hopefully they run over. Alrighty, skill number 3 is called Weakness Analysis.
Shadowland again, another Shadowland tune.
Through here, get them to shoot at me. Let's go. Let's turn that off so it's not annoying. Alrighty. Weakness analysis counterattacks when defending against an enemy attack, and enables attacking enemies who have activated the ignore targeting effect. This also applies stun, incapacitation, and paralysis to enemies while applying super armor to self and increasing all basic defenses by percentage, and 100% chance to grant all damage and immunity, increases all basic attacks, defense, as well as speed by a small amount. All right, next up, we're going to stay right here. We have skill number 4, which is Space Night Landing.
I
don't know
doubt
about you, but this sounds like it could be a
Tag
cool
didn't
bar.
have it, right?
Like, let's go hang out at the Space Night Landing, bro.
Sounds like a good time. Maybe it's on nowhere somewhere. All right, skill
Hey,
number
that's
4 again.
dope.
Space Night Landing.
I like his skill. I like the
Maybe
skill.
I don't want to go there.
But Shadowlands again.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
doesn't look
It's
very
fun.
fun.
One more time. This applies fracture and paralysis to enemies while decreasing all basic defenses by percentage, and is stackable by percentage and ignores immunity. It also applies to self, increase to all basic attacks and defenses by percentage, all speed and crit rate as well, and a percentage of energy damage based on energy attack, as well as additional energy damage. All right, moving on to skill number 5. Since we have a nice hearing group, we're just going to we'll go on this side just so it's a little bit change of view. Skill number 5 is called No Hesitation.
No hesitation.
She
I love the
definitely did
skill.
not hesitate.
I love the
I
skill.
really like, if you look, like the little purple, pink, whatever color you want to call it, like right there, like splinters out the ground. That's pretty cool. I like that. No Hesitation applies bleed, silence, and paralysis. This also decreases all basic defenses by a percentage and is stackable, and applies invincible and increases basic damage for 1 attack. And lastly, we have her Awakening skill, which is called Alpha Class Finish. She swiftly stabs and attacks the enemy and collaborates with Quasar, who you saw before, by throwing the weapons and causing another surge of explosive energy. Let's check it out, shall we?
Can you move on? Can you move on, please, quickly?
Righty. We're going to jump right into her combos as well. Recommended is by the devs is 3, 4, and 5. And Icon utilizes her Galdorian poleaxe to consecutively slash and stab her enemies and launches an energy blast attack. All right, here we go. 3, 4, and 5. All right, womp womp.
It's all good, 3RL. Let's try it again, bro.
All right, here we go. It's always the last. Let's see. Nope. All right,
He's failed.
Can't always get them. We're gonna go ahead and move on.
Next time.
Let's go ahead and check the chat and see what everyone got. Announcer, take it away. I'm gonna keep practicing while you're talking.
Yeah, go for it, dude. For now, we're time for the big reveal. The
Ally type
question
is
was,
human,
what is
right?
an in-game ally type for Icon? So the correct answer is
Alien, sorry, alien.
We have Miss Roman's Delight says Alien, duh, as if it was really easy. So good job, Miss Alien's Delight. Felix Who says Alien as well. Josh G guessed Alien as well. Frankie says Weak Girl. Yeah, that's pretty good, Frankie. Yeah, the correct answer is Alien. All right, guys, good job in the chat, guys.
That
All right,
was the
well,
question.
We hope you look forward to trying out this new hero in action as
I need a
well.
refund. I need a refund.
Next up, we will introduce
Finally,
the
Beta
heroes
Ray
who receive
Bill.
new uniforms and a tier 4 advancement. Beta Ray Bill, the Corbinite who possesses similar powers and abilities to Thor, has protected his people using the Stormbreaker, a powerful weapon Odin had the dwarves of Needlevire create. In his new uniform, instead of harnessing power of lightning, Beta Ray Bill utilizes the Twilight Sword of Soltor to attack his enemies. So we have some nice fire effects. Summoning an axe and Soltar's Twilight Sword, Beta Ray Bill will perform well in PvE modes, and we'll check out his 3-4-5 combo later. First and foremost, I just want to point out that Beta Ray Bill is a beast.
He is a beast of a person. Like, he is towering, man. He looks so epic with that armor, dude. He's pretty sick.
Like
BRB replacing
feels like he's
Odin.
probably like 6'5".
Gladiator
or
replacing
taller
Moon Knight.
without his little
FT4.
giant Roman mohawk thing going on. His first passive is called Corbinite Strength. This applies to self a decrease in basic damage received by a percentage, and it activates when HP is below a certain percentage, and it will, of course, recover some HP. His second passive is called Twilight Protection. This applies itself, ignoring target dodge rate by percentage, increasing fire damage by a percentage.
Fire
as
damage?
well. And of course, note that his leader skill has changed to increase fire damage instead of lightning damage.
He's
And
full
again,
fire
we're gonna
damage now.
Jump back in with another trivia question before we jump into his skills.
Damn.
All right, guys. Before 3RL takes a closer look at the skills, who can tell me in chat what race Beta Ray Bill belongs to?
Race?
Alrighty,
Carbonite?
let us know, but let's take a look at his in-game skills.
What is that? Carbonite or something? Carbon fiber.
I know the transition didn't finish before we jumped in here, but Beta Ray Bill like not only slams down and breaks some concrete, he just slams again. He might be angry or something.
Can we say some time how huge this dude is?
Yeah.
Like, he is towering over these mobs.
Yeah, like you stand next to him, he's
Oh,
like,
man, that's epic, dude.
maybe below his shoulder. Yeah, he's a beast. Alrighty then. His first skill is called Merciless Axe. Let's check it out, shall we? Alright, one more time. Merciless Axe applies burn to enemies with fire damage and a high percentage of energy attack, as well as additional fire damage. Let's find a good position for skill number 2. We'll go right here. These guys right here. Next up, we have a skill called Asgardian Dropkick. Would not catch me wanting to be taken.
The first
out
skill
by
was not,
Asgardian
so,
Dropkick. Let's check it out.
That does not sound fun.
Swings his axe full time, and then kicks some baddies down. 1, 2, and that nice drop kick.
For the skills,
Dropkick by Beta
1 and
Ray
2.
Bill, that's-
After being taken out by an axe, yeah, no thanks. This move applies burn and stunned enemies, as well as additional fire damage. All right. I'm gonna
Third skill,
see if I can get
please.
some guys. There we go. Just want to gather them nice together there. All right. Skill number 3 is called Burning Stormbreaker. Probably should have grabbed that from another angle, so we'll go ahead and do that one more time. There we go. Burning Stormbreaker applies burn, bleed, and paralysis to enemies while applying to self recovering HP. It also increases all basic attacks, defense, speed, and crit rate while removing incapacitation. And of course, there is a fire damage increase of energy attack.
Oh, nice.
Stay right here, but move to the other side. This next skill is called Odin's Touch, and you'll see a hero pop in that you definitely recognize. Of course, let's check it out.
Yo, that's epic, dude. I love how it
Boy
zooms out.
Thor coming in to support.
Okay, it's
Thor
different on the
coming
Both
fourth skill.
blessed by Odin's Touch. All right,
Maybe
let's check it
cancelable.
out one more time. This applies burn to enemies and deals additional fire damage for every second, while also dealing additional lightning damage for the
Herald
same
Thor.
amount of time, decreasing all basic stats by percentage, and applies itself 100% chance to grant all damage immunity and increase all basic attacks. And next, the moment I think some people are waiting for, at least, some action with that Twilight Sword with skill number 5 called Twilight Merit.
Dude, I love that the flame is like blue. Like, it almost looks like lightning, but it's like fire.
Yeah.
That's sick.
3, 4,
I
5.
do say when
Seems
fire
like-
gets hot, it starts burning that color. Let's check it out one more time. Twilight Merit applies burn and fractured enemies and applies itself invincible by increasing basic damage 100% for 1 attack. And lastly, let's gather everyone, see if we can get. a
So
little bit
fracture
here.
he does have.
Whatever, we'll just stay right here. We have his Awaken skill, which is called Might of Uru. Let's take a look at that one, shall we? I think we get cameos from not one,
Dude,
but
everyone's
yeah,
joining
everyone's joining in. This applies shock, as well as a small percentage decrease to lightning resistance, stacking paralysis, and ignoring immunity. Let's check it out one more time, shall we? It applies itself a critical rate increase by a percentage, critical damage increase, ignoring target dodge rate by a percentage, removing all debuffs, as well as invincible, and accumulating pure damage, and deals additional damage based on the percentage of pure damage accumulated.
So shock and
Alright,
fracture.
Let's go and try out some of his combos as well.
That was
Snare,
definitely my favorite
probably
skill, man. Everybody joining in. It's like
with
an
Striker.
Asgardian dropkick party.
Or cancel, you know.
All right, so we have 4, 3, and 5.
Yeah, 4, 3,
So
5.
it's always that last one. We got this, right? 4, 3, and 5. Almost had a moment.
You got this, bro.
I almost did it backwards. All right. 4, 3, 5.
Let's go.
There we go. There we go.
Easy, bro.
the last.
Yeah, just one
damage
skill,
with the
right?
Sword is really cool. All right, T, and let's bring it back to our trivia. This is another easy one. Hopefully next time, I'll give you a little bit harder questions, but we want to make sure we start it off, you know, pretty simply.
Yeah, man, we're trying to improve this live stream, guys. All right, so I'm sure you all picked up on it, but let's see which guys were paying attention. What race does Beta Ray Bill belong to? We have Eschenko here with Nay, like a horse. That's pretty funny, man. XINI3 Linux says alien horse. That is incorrect. Alex Vincia says Corbinite. The correct answer is Corbinite. Math says Corbinite as well. Good job, guys. Kieran Ko also with the answer Corbinite. Yup, that's the alien race he belongs to. Good job, guys.
Alrighty. Will Beta Ray Bill, alongside the Annihilators, be able to protect the universe beyond just his own race?
Well, he's missing snare. Probably swap play or tier for cancel.
Alrighty.
Gladiator.
Then. Last, but certainly not least, we have the once Imperial Guard of the Shi'ar Empire, Gladiator.
Black and white.
Who has taken up the mantle as Emperor of the people after the death of the previous leader. Let's take just a nice moment to admire his uniform.
I personally love the black on black on black, and his icon just pops in the center.
Yeah, it looks really nice. All right. Possessing formidable strength, diverse abilities, and exceptional tactical skills, Gladiator has become a universal hero. In this new uniform, Gladiator attacks enemies by beaming laser beams from his eyes, swift punches, and rapid movement. All right, let's get into his passives. I was going to give you a hint for the next trivia, but I think we got to make this one just a little bit more challenging since it is the last one. But his first passive is called Imperial Guard Armor, which applies super armor, increasing all basic defenses by a percentage, increasing skill damage by a percentage, as well as bonus damage as well, while decreasing basic damage received. His second passive is called Confidence Regained. There's an activation rate when HP is below 99%. It applies self-recovery of a small amount of HP.
Epic, yo, what's up, man?
Also has the same effect as well for whenever your HP is at a certain percentage. Although Gladiator is usable in both PvP and PvE game modes, he has become even more powerful in PvE through the addition of his new uniform. All right, let's see if there are any Gladiator fans in the chat. We have our last piece of trivia, and again, I withheld a little bit of something, so hopefully this creates some kind of challenge for everybody. We'll see how it goes.
All right, 3RL, good job catching even me off guard. He didn't give you guys a hint, but let's see if there's some true Marvel fans in the chat.
Yep, TFO.
Drop the answer in the chat if you do know what Gladiator's real name is. All right, guys, if there's some true Marvel fans in the chat, let me know what Gladiator's real name is, and we'll read them out loud in a bit.
All right.
Tier 3 and Tier
jump
4.
Into it, shall we?
Okay, well, no combat hero meta.
Okay.
He is, you know.
like the
Wait a
photo.
second. They didn't fix it. It's still combat.
Very menacing. Turn off that, as always.
It's still combat.
There we
It still shows
go.
combat.
Skill number 1 is called Ice Breath. I think I can get a better angle. Let's see if we can get a little bit there. Oh, still bad, but that's okay. Ice Breath applies chill to enemies and additional cold
Still is
damage
combat.
for
What the
1
hell is
second,
Universal
increases
Hero?
all speed by a percentage. Also causes some physical damage as by a percentage.
He's stripping.
As well as additional physical damage. Sorry. And next up, after you got chilled down, let's heat you up with skill number 2, which is Heat Beam.
You freeze them up, you gotta thaw them out, dude.
Yep. It's only fair, right? Heat Beam applies burn to enemies, as you might imagine, and causes some physical damage, 100% of physical attack, as well as additional physical damage. All right.
Yeah,
let's
black and
go
white.
ahead and check out skill number 3, which is called Ground Buster.
Yo, he's definitely busting up that ground.
Move some guys over there. I'll get all scattered.
They have
That's
to
okay.
make him meta, you
Ground
know.
Buster applies burn and stun and snare to enemies, applying barrier to self for as well as increasing all basic attacks, defense, and speed. All right, skill number 4. I think this is my second favorite of his skills, just because of the way he kind of just looks super intimidating. All right, this one is called Majestic Force. Look at him, just so serious.
Dude, he just stands there. That's
Yeah,
really
exactly.
epic. I love
It has
that one.
paralyze, I guess.
I don't need to do nothing. I'm just gonna stand here. I'm ready.
Majestic Force applies burn, stun, fracture, and paralysis to enemies, while to self, 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune, and invincible. Also, of course, increases all basic attack and defense speed, crit rate, and removes incapacitation.
Good skill
And
actually.
next up, we have skill number 5. This doesn't work every time, but I'm trying to get them to gather up a little bit. I would love for them to just be in one giant group, but that's okay. Better than just everywhere. Skill number 5 is called Imperial Guard Charge. This one's pretty intense too.
Meta.
Alright, one more time. Imperial Guard Charge applies paralysis to enemies, decreasing all basic defenses by percentage.
Meta.
And is stackable up to a percentage while ignoring immunity. Applies to self a recovery of HP, as well as a 100% chance to grant all damage immunity, and increasing all basic damage.
Did he have
to 100%
silence or
for
not?
one attack, as well as additional physical damage. And lastly, we have his ultimate skill, which has to be my favorite move of his. It's
Tier 3
very
skill.
intense. Let's go ahead and check it out. Imperial Pride.
Yo.
Well, nice animation.
Straight up blasts a beam at the entirety of Earth.
Yeah, if you're in that part of the world, sorry.
This applies fracture and paralysis to enemy while ignoring immunity. Applies to self invincible, an accumulating percentage of pure damage when attacking, as well as a small percentage increase of all basic attacks of pure damage accumulated. And now we're gonna go ahead and jump into those skill combos.
love the
I
skills
saw
where
burn
they zoom
and
out, like it shows like the whole
Yeah.
planet.
Para,
Fun.
but not silence.
Okay.
Maybe I missed it.
So the skill set for the new uniforms following the sequence of 3, 5, and 4. And when using the ultimate skill, it is 3, 5, 4, and 6. So we're going to try 2 different ones here. First, we'll do the 3, 5, and 4. And then we will try the secondary one. Alrighty.
You got this, bro.
I know. It's the pressure's on every time. Not that it's a lot of pressure, I guess. There we go.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah, looks
Right.
meta.
And then reset the combo just in case and move over to number 1. This one again is 3, 5, 4, and 6. Okay. There we go.
Easy peasy, man. There's that Earth one again. Look, Mom, it's a Northern Lights.
139
It's
hits
Gladiator.
per.
Alrighty.
Enemy or
Let's
mob.
see how you did in the chat with those that last trivia question.
It's good.
All right, guys. So I'm seeing a lot of right answers in the chat. Gladiator's real name. Anybody know Gladiator's real name? We have Randy Shout here saying Cosmic Mohawk. Nope, that's pretty funny, but that's not it. The correct answer is Kalark. Juan Moreno says Kalark. Good job, guys. Alex Paninchi says Kalark as well. R. Estra Kalark as well. Landon Simpson.
Kalark?
Good job, guys. There's some true Marvel
Superman?
fans in the chat. Good job, guys. Take it away, Thrill.
Awesome. Thanks for participating in our trivia. Hope just added a little bit of
The
fun.
Clark without the
And
Kent.
at last, the Annihilators, the powerful heroes who protect the universe, have united in one place.
Uniform options. Okay.
Alrighty, just give me 1 second here. We are gonna get ready to check out some other things. But before that, let's look at some of the uniform options for the new uniforms. We have the uniform options for Beta Ray Bill.
They could both be meta, actually. No.
All right, there we go. Including Spider-Man Back to Basics, Dr. Octopus, Enchantress, and
Awesome
Jean Grey
options.
herself. Next up, we have the uniform options for Gladiator,
Awesome
which
options.
include
I loved it.
Thanos, the Infinity Revelation, Spider-Man, Miles Morales across the Spider-Verse,
They're kind of
such as the
okay
movie,
options.
as well as Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes.
Yeah,
And
good,
just
good
another
options
thing
as
to
well.
note, although
Yep.
discounts usually only apply to new uniforms and uniform options, this time the discount event will extend to include all uniforms related to the new Team Up Collection theme, Guardians of the Galaxy. So please check out the event notice at the community forum for more details on
Did he say Guardians of the
uniform
Galaxy?
list. All right.
If BRB gets the
Next
GOTG
up,
tag,
let's look up some newly added contents for the February update. In this update, we focus on expanding various support systems for our agents. And first is the support for our new agents. We've improved the existing new agent check-in rewards to provide rewards that will aid the rapid growth of new agents. You'll be able to acquire tier 3 heroes like Iron Man and Loki, as well as potential transcendent heroes like Moon Knight and Spider-Gwen, along with 2 Doctor Strange themed comic cards that have additional pierce damage effects. Additionally, tier 3 heroes like Iron Man and Loki, as well as the potential transcendent heroes Moon Knight and Spider-Gwen, will be available to all agents one by one over the course of 4 weeks in the update. So basically, starting from the update, and then every week there'll be a different.
I need one of those cards,
available.
please.
We hope this is great news for agents
Give
who
it to
are
me.
new to Marvel Future Fight. Alrighty, next we'll introduce some support content that will hopefully benefit all agents as well.
Okay, what next?
Okay, first off, we have a tier 4 upgrade support that has been added to help the acquisition of tier 4 materials. It's a system where you can receive a discount on some of the costs required for tier 4 growth based on the number of tier 4 heroes you possess.
Oh!
The tier 4 upgrade support system will be active at the My Team screen after clearing World Boss Legend Null for the first time. It should be noted I did beat World Boss Legend Null for the first time today myself. So we'll go ahead and just, we'll jump into it so you can see. We're going to hit here. And you see right there on the left there, we have a new button. After clearing World Boss Legend, a button will be added to the My Team screen. As you can see here, and when you press that button, you will be able to check the missions like the one below. You can select the hero you would like to receive an upgrade support for. So let's see, I already got one of those heroes. Let's just choose Iron Man. Bam. You can select the hero you would like to receive upgrade support from the list after completing each mission. Once you choose the hero you want, the amount of materials consumed for your gear upgrades and advancement will be discounted.
Discounted tier 4s.
Let me introduce the progressive missions, which affects the next day by completing each mission. Shall we jump into that?
Here's some good changes, guys. Hopefully you guys are excited.
Alrighty. So the progressive missions can be accessed through the challenges at the menu. When entering, you'll be able to check the given missions and enjoy the next day bonus upon completing the retrospective missions. For myself, it was again completing a world boss. Check here. Have a nice little discount on tier 2 growth materials. Based on the number of tier 2 and tier 3 heroes you own, the missions and rewards will grow. The effects include an increased acquisitions of number of tier 2, 3 or 4 materials from world boss clears, and also tier 4 materials acquisition increase, along with daily maximum limit of increase from giant boss raid. Once again, these missions and rewards will show up differently based on the number of tier 2 and tier 3 heroes you own. So you can acquire even more rewards by clearing progressive missions every day to acquire useful effects that have never been available.
That is good.
before.
That is good, actually.
We hope this helps many agents achieve their tier goals.
That's good.
Alrighty then, just real quickly, we want to take a moment of celebration. Give it up in the chat to salute to our first agent who has reached agent level 999.
Love Many got to
let's
maximum
give everyone
agent level.
just a good shout
Damn.
out in the chat. That's pretty impressive. They've reached the maximum level in agent badges. Congrats to W&G Love Mini. And we are under discussions to increase the max level agent badge, but it might take some time. So, as always, thank you for your patience. And with
To reach
that,
the max level
we have
agent,
looked into the
agent
main
badge.
changes of the February update so far, and there will be more details and improvements that were not discussed through the live stream. Please check out the update details. The notice that will be posted in the community.
Damn,
forum.
the guy.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The live stream feedback survey. I got you. I know you're waiting for the reward, but just hold on 1 second. Whether you're a Marvel Future Fight veteran or it's your first time hearing about the game, we want to know your thoughts about the live stream itself. So please make sure to fill out the survey so your voice is heard. It should be entered in the chat, and feel free to enter that. I don't think there's a closing period, but just we would love to get some information. Like I said, our goal is to help improve the live stream. We want to see what the community is looking for. We hope to make sure your voice is heard. And now for the real moment you're waiting for. It's time for the coupon codes.
Yeah, 5-star chest.
All right. As you know, Coupon code can be accessed in the main lobby screen, going to settings, info, and coupon for Android users. If you're an iOS user like myself, you can check out the coupon registration in the page in the forum. Also usually entered in the chat. If our mods are a little slow, it's because they're still doing the other link, but just know the chat link should be added. The coupon code is simply Annihilators.
Okay.
There we go. And as always, the validity period will be until tomorrow morning, February 20th at 6:59 a.m. PST. So be sure to get that code because it will expire. We did it. Hope everyone enjoyed the live stream, and we're excited about the February's Annihilators update. Be sure to follow our social media channels and forums for everything Marvel Future Fight. I want to give a big shout out first and foremost to the announcer. Let's have him give a moment so he can say his goodbyes.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. And as we mentioned, and 3RL mentioned earlier, we are trying our best to improve as much as we can from the content we create internally. And I can genuinely assure you that we are sharing all of your feedback and all of your concerns with our HQ, with our developers. So please, please, please keep that feedback coming in, and we'll make sure to make your voices always, always heard. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, agents, for being here, joining us for this live stream, and being a part of this community. Good night, everyone. This is 3RL signing off, and we will see you next time.
Yeah, show me the video once again. Yeah, he did say he became universal, but well, yeah, he probably forgot or something. All right, so this kind of wraps things up for the live stream. So, what do we have for the freaking live stream? So, first of all, as far as Icon and Quasar look like, they look like the fodder characters. One of them they have not shown us. Which one is gonna be? Probably I think I might have missed it. So one of them is probably gonna be the F2P character. One of them is gonna be the paywall character. But we should get him for free, I suppose. Both of them look like a Shadowland fodder character, so I don't think anything special about them or must have or something like that. Universal human male superhero, honestly a really hard category to fit in the meta, so I don't think it does anything. Plus he doesn't have any supports. As far as Icon is concerned, it kind of suffers with the same thing. Speed alien female superhero, order instinct. If she was level 80, maybe then she might be able to be useful in the agility or whatever that fast movement, whatever category it is. So I see. As far as Beta Ray Bill goes, it looks pretty promising actually. He has shock, he has fracture. I see it seems to be that he's missing out snare, because unless I missed it, so you guys can let me know in the comments. I do think he's missing snare at the moment, so he might need the swap play with some characters. And if I'm not wrong, either Odin or Thor, one of them might have snare. Also, they said they're gonna be adding the Guardians of the Galaxy collection bonus or something for the uniform. So if that is, and if Beta Rebel really gets the Guardians of the Galaxy tag, then Groot support might just be worth it for people. I might get the uniform with the uniform ticket. So the team up could be like, something like Beta Rebel, Groot, and there will be one more something, I don't know, Odin maybe you can use, or Thor maybe you can use, one of them having snare for like a swap play between them, or sort of like canceling with that. Still only one support for that day, so looking forward to how much of an increase Beta Rebel can actually give you over Odin. Also his skills are sort of fire damage, but he also has shock, so it will be exciting to see if he has multiple elemental skills. And if he has multiple elemental skills, he's gonna need the new exclusive elemental Odin's blessing, multiple of them, just like Rogue has. So Rogue can use 12 of the new Odin's blessings. Now if he has some lightning damage and fire damage mixed up in the skill, he could be using 8 of the new Odin's blessing for a better score increase. So yeah, we'll see about that. They're definitely pushing the new Odin's blessings with the upcoming updates and everything, so we'll see about that. As far as Gladiator is concerned, it's nice to see the black and white look. It looks pretty good, muscled up. Maybe I'll hit the gym or something like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe he said he was originally universal or something like that. He has always been the combat character in the game. He stays combat with the tier 4. I'm not sure what was the thing with the universal hero being spelled at. But yeah, combat hero tier 4. So I can see Beta Rebel probably replacing Odin from the alien male hero Alliance Battle Legend with the Groot support. Also, Gladiator replacing Moon Knight and Hope combo. We will have to see if it's still swap play, but I really doubt that. Replacing for the combat hero category and being too meta. So it could be double meta change for this update. Totally must have. I don't have Wooden tier 4. I'm still using my freaking Thor for that. So I might just go push the button, go for Beta Rebel tier 4 with this update. Also, I have never tier 4, I guess, Black Panther. So if it's actually a good increase, like a million or something increase, maybe 1.5 million increase over at least 1.5, I would take. So as long as Gladiator is able to score close to 18 million on a high end account, or like at least cap, I think he will cap, then I'll probably go and tier 4 this guy as well. So I might double tier 4 in this update. Absolutely. It looks pretty good, but as I said, it all depends if Gladiator can hit the 18 million cap on a top account or not. If he cannot, then I think it's sort of like a total waste, because Moon Knight and Hope combo can give you, on a top account, can give you about 16.5 to 17 million score, maybe more depending on your account, you know. So I'm looking forward to that. Both of the characters sadly are gonna be only 1 day Alliance Battle Legend or Alliance Battle Extreme uses. Sadly, it's only for 1 day, but this is what we are kind of heading towards at this point of the game, because I think the cap raise is kind of near. Maybe around the anniversary, after the anniversary, we could have the Alliance Battle Extreme going to like 20-21 million cap increase, and the Alliance Battle Legend from 15 to close to, I believe, 17 or 18 million in Alliance Battle Legend whenever they do that. So, but we are already kind of running out of options for the days, so we might not get characters for multiple days in Marvel Future Fight from now or until some time. So I think it's gonna be a normal thing. Also, if you have more tier 4s, as they introduce a new thing, if you have more tier 4s, you could get yourself a discount on the next tier 4 that you do. Now, it depends if the next tier 4 is gonna be the same, like it's gonna include all the tier 4s, or it's only gonna include a handful of the tier 4 that we just saw, like Iron Man and stuff like that. If that's the case, it might not be that helpful for players who already have those characters, because they're just so old. So I really hope that they kind of include the new characters as well, which are getting the tier 4, and we can get a discount on that, because I think the discount, the Shadowland shop, the Otherworld battle shop, and everything, all of those extra materials and all of that saving is just for telling us that there will be way more tier 4s coming in the future. uh, we are basically used to getting 2 tier 4s per update at this point, but now with this update we might be starting to get 3 tier 4s per update, which is pretty insane. Tier 3 was introduced and it was much slower. They have paced tier 4 advancement way too faster compared to the tier 3 advancement in the past. So brace yourself. Also, we know that Sentry is coming very soon. Null tier 4 is coming very soon. All of them are native tier 3s going to that. Also, Mephisto is kind of on the list as well. So yeah, I think we should definitely brace ourselves. There will be more tier 4s coming, and it's going to be a really hard time for players who have not saved up materials. I myself right now have about, I think, 15, 16 tier 4s. I forgot the number. Maybe about 15, I suppose. And out of those 14, 15 tier 4s I have multiple native characters, obviously, going to tier 4 like Wolverine, Adam Warlock. I'm still kind of holding about 13,000 to 14,000 Carbonadium, but that is gonna be only enough for 2 tier 4s, a normal and uh, a native. This time it's basically double tier 4 update, and both of them are native tier 2 characters, Gladiator as well as Beta Rebel. So the average cost is gonna be around 7,000. I suppose, maybe more than 7,000 if you're unlucky. So yeah, about 13 to 14,000 carbonadium is going to be the average price of both of these tier 4s, and there is a possibility that Silver Surfer might get the tier 4 with the mid-month patch. If so, that's another native tier 2 going to tier 4. So this whole update until the mid-month is done. This whole update could be a freaking 21 to 22,000 carbonadium spam fest. I don't think anybody has 22,000 saved up unless they just did like 2 tier 4s or 3 tier 4s. It's really hard to save up tier 4 materials when you're competitive in the game and you're playing it regularly. So save your materials, save your tier 4 stuff, brace yourself. More tier 4s are coming and it's going to be harder than ever. So yeah, spend wisely on the characters that you're doing. So anyways, that was going to be it for the live stream. Let's see what we have for the patch notes in a few hours, and I'm going to be sure to drop a early video, like not early video, not before the patch notes, but as soon as the patch note drops, I'll try and make the video and let you guys know my thoughts and insights on the upcoming update and the characters. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for making this stream interesting. Looking forward to the changes, looking forward to the patch notes. And as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Guys, take care. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks everyone for joining. See ya. Take care. Man, that was crazy. 2 tier 4s. Let's see what we do. See you guys. Bye bye.